What's up, buddies? Super Mega here. Welcome back to another Minecraft video. This is the 1.14 update news video. This is just a texture pack notice of the thing. Yes, this is a very late video, and probably as I am very slow with uploading and whatever, it's gonna be a while before I upload it. But so I'm just gonna go over all the blocks. But so these are all the stones right now. So this one changed. These I don't think changed. Some of the bigger categories that haven't changed, I won't include the blocks, and I'm probably going to be missing some stuff. So we have some polished diorite, polished andesite, polished granite, andesite, all the stones. Some of them look different, I guess. Some look cool. Now I'm just going to show them without the texture pack, so it should be a second. Okay, so my computer was really slow undownloading the resource pack, but this is what everything looks like without the resource pack. It looks a lot different. This doesn't have as smooth stuff. So for some of the blocks that I really am not happy with, I will be going over something. And just a quick thing to the creator of the new textures, you did a really good job. It's just not everyone would like it, because some blocks are different and it's going to take a while to get used to. Right now I'm playing a lot on this resource pack so I can get used to 1.14, but yeah, there's a lot of people that do enjoy it, and then a lot of people like Thunderbolt0703 who some of the blocks they don't really like too much. But now I'm just gonna change the resource pack back so that we can go over our next section. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the wood section. I may be skipping, or I'm just gonna go for wooden planks. So for all of these wooden planks, just looks so much different. I don't know if I like them that much. I mean, once I have them in for a while, then I'll get used to them. I will also, towards the end of the video, show some of the builds you know about from my other series and how they look in the resource pack. Some look good, some look really bad because it's going to look different. So these look a little bit more three-dimensional, I would say. There's some others that I'm not too happy about, and there's some that I really do like, but also the bedrock, it hasn't really changed. Some of them I just made a mistake of putting them in. But yeah, so this is all the woods, of course, and I'm now going to show them without the resource pack. Okay, so now this looks a lot more familiar to my Minecraft knowledge. And the whole thing, one thing that I don't like too much about the resource pack is first it's going to take a while to get used to, but it doesn't look like Minecraft. It looks like a texture pack, basically, once they get added, which I don't know about. I'm not sure if I like it. Like some of them are pretty good, like the ice. I'll get over to that later, but some just don't look like Minecraft. They just look like someone else made them, and yeah, so I'm gonna switch back to it so that we can get to these. Okay, so this is what the new sand looks like. It's a little bit shadier, I guess. You probably saw the change, so I'm not gonna go do a switcheroo. So now we're gonna move on. The gravel also looks, I think I like this better than what it was before, because the other one is too much difference, I guess. But now we're gonna just go on to the ores and blocks. So the ores, they seem to like melt into the rock, which is a little bit strange. I don't know what I think. Lapis doesn't seem to have changed, but like the ones that are more vibrant, alive colors, I guess, seem to have little particles that blend into the thing. And then yeah, the diamonds have it too. Like, it doesn't seem like the coal or the iron does it, but then these have drastically changed. Not the iron so much, but I don't know about this one. Lapis, I don't know, I don't like it too much. The diamonds, they look more three-dimensional, I guess. I mean, like they're popping out. And the emerald never looked that good, so yeah, it looks the same kind of, but like the gold, I don't know, and the diamonds I don't like too much, but like I'll show some switches of the texture pack like when I'm looking into it right now. So this is what the diamonds look like, and then now all of the old blocks. See, I think that looks better, and then the diamond and gold. This one just looks strange, but the gold and the diamond just look better in my opinion. I mean, in their original states. I'm not saying that they're bad in the new textures, but they just, I prefer the diamonds and gold like this. But then we're gonna switch back to the resource pack now. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the sponges and then also the wood. So for the wood, I don't really use birch, so I don't really care about the birch too much, but oak is what I use a lot. The thing is, they just look a lot more realistic, I guess, because there's a lot more depth, it seems. Like, I actually think that the spruce wood looks better, and the oak looks pretty good. The birch is a lot darker, which all of these look a little bit obviously different. And the sponges, they look more like SpongeBob if you want to make a SpongeBob, but yeah, I don't know about them. I don't use them that much either. They're not used in buildings, so it doesn't affect me. But yeah, I don't know about this. I'm gonna now quickly switch through to the original textures and then I'll switch back. Yeah, so this is the original textures. It looks a lot more like Minecraft. Let me switch back real quick. Okay, so far I do not like the new glass texture. Like, it's strange. I guess they left the stained glass the same. I'm going to be using a lot of stained glass if this is the next texture, because unless they change the stained glass texture to this, then I don't know. But like, it's good because you can look out of it and there's not any ugly pixels in the way, but then like, this is what I mean, they don't line up. Like, if they removed the lines, it would basically look like a barrier block with the little border around it. But I don't know, I personally, even though there's all these little pixels in the way, I think it looks better when there's that whole thing, because yeah, it just looks better in my opinion. So we're gonna go to these. The sandstone looks like just better, I guess. It kind of has the same cobblestone texture for the stone parts, and then these are all the variants of the sandstone, and then the bricks look like they have depth, and the books look better instead of just, they used to look like a flat wall or something, but yeah. So then also the stone, the mossy cobblestone doesn't, it looks very much less Minecrafty, but it does look like moss finally. So we're now gonna switch the textures real quick. Okay, so this just since it already has a lot of little pixels, it just looks better when it's in a big wall. But I don't know, that's just my opinion. Other people may have different ones, and I respect them. Like here, for the sandstone, it looks like they're more blocky than pebbles inside, and then the bricks look flat, of course, and then yeah, the moss, it looks more like vines. If there wasn't a way to toggle all of these textures so you can like change it, then I would like that. I don't want it to have to be mandatory, because some people might not like the new textures and some people may like them. And so yeah, I'd like to see what you guys think. So we're gonna switch the texture pack back on. Okay, so now we're on the texture pack and we're gonna go on to So the obsidian now just looks like coal. I mean, I could be getting used to it, but I don't think it looks that good now. And then there's much less change between the ice and the packed ice. Before it's like this was more whitey and then this was more clear. These are what they look like when the texture pack is off. Yeah, so there's a lot of changing between the two texture packs in this video, but as you can see, it's like a very flat change now compared to the texture pack, where it was a lot more of a smoother change between the two. And then yeah, so the obsidian I think looks good. Now we're just gonna move on to these things, so let me switch the texture pack back on. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to the nether stuff, and then that. So this, it doesn't, like, it, to me it looks kind of the same, but what if I change the thing, then it's gonna look different. But this, I think it looks better. It doesn't, to me it doesn't look like there's much difference, but then I don't see much difference in a lot of things. And then we have, I don't think this changed, but this did change. So the soul sands, it looks a little bit cooler because it looks like the souls, you can see them a little bit less, but it looks like they're actually flying around. And the glowstone seems to have gotten a lot more darker or something. Yeah, so I'm just going to show them real quickly without the texture pack. So this is what it looks like without. So it does look like these have changed a little bit. So I'm just going to switch the resource pack back on. Okay, so the resource pack is back on. And so now we're moving on to all the stone bricks. So this one, it seems it would go a lot better with this now, because they have the same color of the mossy, or they have the same moss type of stuff, but these look like they're more three-dimensional. It looks like they're actually going out instead of just being flat. And now I'm just gonna show you what it looks like without the texture pack on it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So as you can see, there's a lot of more stuff over here, and it's a little bit different color, I guess. Let me just switch the resource pack back on. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the quartz and the prismarine. So we're just starting with the prismarine. So luckily this prismarine still changes color. You can kind of see it. I don't know about the dark prismarine. It looks like the little lines that go through it are a lot more obvious, I guess. This looks a lot more different shades. And here it looks about the same. But the quartz, boy, has it changed. The chiseled quartz looks a lot simpler, I guess. I don't know if I like that too much, but it's different on all sides. Or it's different on the sides than on the bottom and top. And then the quartz, the regular quartz block, I think it looks a little bit better. The thing is, it never looked the best. I'm just gonna show them without the resource pack, then I'll put the resource pack back on. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, the lines are a lot bigger or thicker, and there's less three-dimensional. The other part, it looked like they're actually out of it, and it looked a little bit circular on the thing. Here it seems on the new one they removed all of this part. So now we're just gonna move on to these things. The little design used to be a wither, which was much better than just the same creeper face, which I don't like at all, really. So now I'm just gonna show all of this without the resource pack. So this is what I mean. It looks a lot better with the wither, because it's different than the creeper face instead of them being the same. Yeah. So what I kind of and don't like about the redstone is everything looks a lot different, basically. So X's instead, or like crosses instead of just lines. I really personally think it was much better with just the lines, because now there's too much going on in it. But the observer looks a lot different. It now has like a little pupil or little details in the eyes instead of just black. The dispensers and droppers, they look a lot. This one looks a lot more surprised because the eyes, I guess you'd call them, are a lot closer together. And here, yeah, this guy looks just happier. And what I noticed, I don't know if this was actually here before, but when the activation, there's a clock behind there, but the activation makes like some of the stuff like change color, which is a little bit, I don't know if that it's supposed to do that, but that's pretty cool that it does that. And so I just decided to have a clock and have it do that. But like the pistons looks like more, it has a brick face, and then here it's like, I don't understand why there's dark lines in between. I don't that's probably supposed to be there, but I don't understand. And so the lamps I'm really not happy with. They look like paper. Like, I don't like the redstone lamps since they look like paper. They look like someone just put paper and then it's just the light going through it. And I don't really see how that's any better, I guess. Like the trapdoors, it basically changed to wood and all that stuff. But like the golden pressure plate changed a lot because it's using the same gold as that. The new gold texture basically. And then all of these changed. Well, I don't think this one changed, and yeah, so all the wooden things have changed a little bit. And so the TNT, I'm really not happy with the new. Like, I'm just gonna take one. I don't like that it's so vibrant now. It doesn't look like TNT anymore. It just looks like, I don't know, someone just decided to paint all over the TNT. It doesn't. It's too orangey. Like, if they would remove it, and also I don't understand the bluish thing instead of the black. That it doesn't look like TNT anymore. It just looks like an alarm. It looks alarming, and I don't like the new TNT. And so I don't know about that. I'm hoping that they don't change that, or if they're, I don't know about it. I'm gonna show all this stuff without the resource pack now. So now it looks a lot different, and the TNT just, like before, it just looked like there was too many colors and it didn't look TNT-y enough. That's probably not a word. And the observer light thing, it doesn't seem to do anything now. I guess in the textures it did, but so I'm gonna try to go a little bit faster because it seems this video is gonna be like foreverly long. So I'll try to go a little bit quick. These are the new doors. I don't like the iron door. I don't really like the doors too much now because they have too much. They make the unobvious things very much obvious. And the iron door is supposed to be locked all the time, and I don't understand why there's a thing because you can't really open it normally. Then the slime blocks look a lot more like slime, so they look closer to slimes. Then the jukebox, of course, looks the same as the note block, but with the thing. All of the heads look a little bit different except for the skeleton skull, which has like a little smile. Same with the wither skeleton skull, but the rest look the same. All the anvils, the 3 anvils look a little bit, they look weathered, it seems. And then the ender chest seems to have a little bit of a lighting glitch or something. I'm just gonna go through all of this and then show it without the resource pack. But here it's like they changed it so that instead of the darker green, it's now the same mossy colored green. The command blocks look a lot different. They have less, they seem more blended in instead of like out there dark outlines and stuff. They don't really have outlines, but you know what I mean. The rails look a little bit different, and the ladders look a little bit more of the wood texture. And this is all the new minecarts. So the regular, it seems like they have a lot darker dots on the things. I don't know if those are supposed to be windows or something. And here's all the different colored, the different wood fences, and then all the glass panes, the new glass panes, which are the same as that. The new crafting table looks too simple. I don't like that too much, and so does the furnace. The beacons, they have the new glass texture too. I think that it makes them look good. And I just have a full beacon here without the texture pack on. So this is what all of the stuff looks like without the textures. So it's like now it's just the regular. You know about this. It looks all different. We'd have the better crafting table since it has the lines. I guess they removed that, or they don't. It looks different basically. And I don't like that too much. The fences look the same, and this is what I mean, like the little lines or whatever are darker now than they were, and we have the darker vinage instead of the moss. And then yeah, all of this is just the old stuff. So I'm gonna put back the resource pack. Okay, the resource pack is back on, and we're starting to go on the plants and whatever. So this is all the different types of stuff. I apologize for the gas noise that's going to be going through the whole thing. That thing is really loud, and I decided finally just not to have the mobs in because it's going to be too long. But here's all the different variants of the leaves. They look different, of course. This looks like it has little miniature trees, I think. But so all the saplings are different too. Some of them I think are much better. Like this new sapling for the tree actually looks like a miniature one. Before it just looked like a branch of some sort. But this one I don't really have an opinion on. This one looks better. I don't really have much. And then I grew all the trees of each variant. Lily pad looks more darker edges. The grass looks the same. Then the fern is like, it looks like a flower almost. Then the dead bush looks a little bit, it looks different. That looks more of a tree than a bush, or a sapling. And then the poppy looks more of a rose now because it has little spines. Here's the mushrooms again. Now this one, it looks a lot, seems to be more simple, I guess. Here's all the double plants. This one has the same lighter red, pinkish, and then yeah, all of that is different. The cake looks, I don't like that there's like a giant cherry, and it looked much better. The hay bales have a little bit less of a band, which I think the band was too big in the beginning. So all the mushrooms have a much better like coating, I guess you could call them. And this looks slightly less red, I guess. Same with this stem, and this looks like there used to be like mushrooms in them, and now it's just like better, I guess. I'm gonna include the beds after, but so these are the new pumpkins. But here's all the new, this is what all the new crops are gonna look like. I don't like the wheat because it's gonna take a really long time. Like, I don't like that it goes from really green to really white. It does, but it doesn't look like Minecraft wheat. It looks much different. And now the carrots and the potatoes finally are different. They used to be like the same, and so do the beetroots. But yeah, they all look different now. Like the melons look so much darker. They look a lot more real, which I don't know about them. I don't have much of an opinion. But the beds, like, I really do not like the beds. I don't like, it seems like they have two pillows instead of one. Like, they have one big one and then one in the middle, and it looks like whoever slept in them last is like didn't make their bed or something, but it's all wrinkled, and I don't like that too much. So this is what they all look like without the resource pack on. So this one, it looks like the center is not as obvious as with the resource pack. The beds just, they don't look as wrinkled, I guess you could call them. Bring the resource pack back on and then go to the next section. Okay, so this is the new stuff. Now we're moving on to the armor stands, and what are these doors? Oh yeah, that's for the mobs. We're not going to be doing those. But so this is the new cauldron. I do not like the little blackish band around it. Like, it doesn't look good, and it's just gonna look strange with the sink. It's not gonna look like a real cauldron. I don't understand exactly the center part exactly. I guess it's just a cool blaze powder look, and I noticed this at one point. It's pretty funny. If I do this, you can see that if I find the right one, you can see over here that it like shrinks when there's none. I don't know if that's a glitch. I'm pretty sure it is. But then here's all the new beds with one that has a mob in it. But all of these are the new boats. They have the same colors of that. And then these are all the new armor. Not much change except for like this one and that one, this one, and then the armor stand itself looks different. But now I'm just gonna go to the items. You can see that like this one is a lot more broken, and I really don't like the new Totem of Undying. And all of the potions look really dark. But like all of the books, there's a lot of books, but like these don't look like Minecraft, and this carrot looks too triangular. It doesn't look like a carrot exactly. All of the spawn eggs are the same, but yeah, I don't know about that. All of the potions look really dark. The beds look okay in the item way, but a lot of these, like this looks more like poop. It used to look a little bit, but it was more spread out. Now it really does look like poop of some sort. Boy, I don't really like the new saddle. And I don't like the buckets very much. The armor hasn't really changed. But the diamond doesn't look like a diamond. It just looks like a gem of some sort. A lot of the colored blocks don't look like they have changed. And yeah, so I'll quickly go through all these. And yes, that's all of the stuff. I'm now going to meet you on some of the realms so that we can see that. Okay, so as you can see, a lot of difference from without the resource pack, but like the 1.14 update, if I even play on this realm anymore, once that's out, it's gonna look so much different. It's gonna look like I have a resource pack. Like, these don't look real. They look like they have paper of some sort, and the glass doesn't look very good, but like all of the stuff just looks so much different. Like RJ Boss 2's ugly builds just look different now. They still look a little bit ugly, but like all of this stuff has changed. It's just gonna take a long time to get used to it. Sorry this video is long also. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like, subscribe if you're new and you like my content, leave a comment or reply to you guys, and I will see you guys later. Bye!